everyone. My name is Gloria Emmanuel, and I'd like to talk on the topic, what now when love is dispelled? Before I proceed, I would like to ask a question. I don't want you to take that question too personal. Just answer me with a raise of your hand. Thank you. How many of you here are in love or have ever been in love? Whether married or unmarried? Okay. Well, that means I'm in a safe space, so I can continue. Today, what comes to mind when the word love is mentioned is a romantic feeling that a man and a woman have when they both find each other interesting. Like it's called today, the butterfly experience. Well, like most of you here in this room, I've had my share of that, but the kind of love I'm talking on today is the kind that causes a community, a state, and a country to experience development. It's the kind that cries out for justice and stands for what is right. It's the kind that shuns every form of violence and hatred. It's the kind that a man has for his country, and it's known as patriotism. Patriotism is love for one's country and the desire to see her better. In the same way, a patriot is someone who loves, supports, and defends the interests of his country with devotion. However, patriotism does not only entail love for one's country, it includes love for the citizens and everything that will make the country better. Today, we know that the world is filled with different kinds of problems, and narrowing it down to Nigeria, we see these problems in the likes of terrorism perpetrated by Boko Haram in the northeastern part of this country. We see herdsmen attack almost everywhere in this country. We see kidnappings, corruption, and I could go on and on listing, and it's okay. And just like headache, running or upset stomach are symptoms of an underlying health problem. So is terrorism, herdsmen attack, corruption, kidnappings, etc. are symptoms of the big problem we face in this country, which is lack of patriotism. You see, lack of patriotism can make some group of people to want to kill everybody in this country with bombs. Lack of patriotism can make people to extort public funds for their own selfish interests and greed. Lack of patriotism can make youths to be careless about getting their PVCs in order to vote or to be voted for. Lack of patriotism can manifest itself in different kinds of ways. And that takes me back to my topic, what now when love is dispelled? You see, it's okay to talk about the problem that we face in this country. It's okay to complain about how these problems are affecting lives negatively. It's even okay to cry over these problems, but it's not okay to stop at just talking without trying to find solutions to these problems. In trying to find solutions to these problems, we need to ask ourselves some important questions like, where are we coming from? Is this the kind of Nigeria we inherited from our freedom fighters? Where are we today? Are we comfortable with the way things are going in this country? Where do we want to be? Do we strive for a better Nigeria, or we are very complacent with the way things are going? You see, for some times now, I've been posting positive narratives online to counter violent extremism because research shows that violent extremist groups use online platforms to radicalize and recruit youth. So I embarked on the counter narrative, courtesy of Northeast Regional Initiative, NERI. Now, NERI is a USAID OTI-funded project in Northeast Nigeria, and is focusing on challenging terrorist narratives and ideologies. So NERI came up with the idea of setting up a fellowship which comprised of 45 youths from this country, and we are taught on subjects like critical thinking, social innovation, advocacy, and lots more. So can we give a big hand to NERI, please? Thank you, NERI. So as a result of the capacity building trainings that have attended, I deem it fit to take what I've learned to my community, and I was able to implement a project in an IDP camp in Jalingo. the capital city of Taraba State, where I trained vulnerable persons, displaced persons on how to make household equipment, like liquid soap, detergent, and all that. Here's the picture of the training session we had. I'm very passionate about adding value to humanity, so I decided to take what I've learned to my own community. What I'm trying to say here is that we mustn't look too far to become patriotic. We can start from where we are and with what we have. Like someone said, that you mustn't travel around the world to make an impact. In fact, you have the greatest knowledge and influence at your backyard. The best way to become patriotic is to discover a problem in your environment and start solving that problem. Decide to be honest in that little business you're doing. Decide not to exploit people. You see, if you're honest today and you happen to assume a leadership position tomorrow, you won't have a need to loot public funds and become corrupt. Patriotism is something we start from within, and it's a decision we have to take to become patriotic. What about greeting someone with a smile? Someone might leave his house very angry, and we know that angry people are prone to acting violently. Your compliment combined with a smile has the power to turn anger into joy. Let's rise up and be patriotic Nigerians. I'd like to end with this word by Martin Luther King Jr., which says, "An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the larger concerns of all humanity." Thank you.